on international football, having signed a fresh extension to his contract following their playoff exit. Northern Ireland were obliged to meet fellow losers Wales for a friendly, which ended 1 apiece, and they have now 2 more games before starting a new Nations League campaign in September. It's Hungary, Georgia and Ukraine who all await in a tough-looking Group F, while O'Neill's squad will face Guinea first and World Cup bound France. Guinea are taking a similarly youth-first approach in the near future as they prepare to kick off their qualifying campaign for next year's African Cup of Nations. Portuguese coach Paulo Duarte has signalled his aim to rebuild by integrating younger players, setting an ambitious target of reaching the next AFCON semis. Since taking charge last August, Duarte has overseen 7 matches and he's recorded 2 wins in the process and also 4 draws and just the 1 defeat so far. However, his team finished a distant 4th in the CAF World Cup qualifying Group G, trailing 10 points behind first place Algeria, and they're ranked 81st in the world by FIFA. That's 11 spots below Northern Ireland, and Guinea have only lost 1 of their last 9 fixtures, which was their most recent outing actually, which was a 1-0 friendly defeat to Benin. So let's talk you through the lineup, starting with Northern Ireland. So it's Piers Charles in goal. In defence is Tom Atchison, Rory McConville and Kieran Brown. Paul Smith and Justin Devaney are the wing-backs, with Jamie McDonnell and the ever-impressive Shay Charles in the middle. And the forwards for Northern Ireland, we've got Kieran Morrison, Isaac Price supporting Jamie Donnelly up top. As for Guinea, it's Somalia Silla in goal. Backliner Ibrahim Fafana, Mohamed Suma, Mori Kanate and Sekou Silla. On the wings, you have on the left Usman Kamara and Mo Toure. And it's a 3 midfield with Amadou Diawara, Ibrahima Bangora and Seydouba Cisse, with Abdul Traore, the lone man, up top for Guinea. Northern Ireland's bench is Patrick Kelly, Trey Hume, Ethan Galbraith, Callum Marshall, Luke Southwood, Chedak O'Neill, Ali McCann, Braden Graham, Jamie Reid, Brodie Spence and Josh McGuinness. As for Guinea, it's Amadou Cisse, Gassimu Silla, Lansinet Karuma, Molai Silla, Abdoulaye Kamara, Mamadou Diallo, Ousmane Diabate, Mo Bangora and Yakuba Barry. So Northern Ireland, it's their first friendly in these next 4 days. Of course, mentioned just a moment ago, France next to come, which will be a much tougher test. But it was a big disappointment for Northern Ireland not to at least get to their playoff final to try and get to the World Cup. But as I mentioned as well a moment ago, at the average age of 22 in that lineup against Italy, it was a real tough task, and Michael O'Neill can be very, very proud of his young side for their efforts. And it's a bright future for Northern Ireland. And Guinea, again, they're taking a lot of youth players on now in these friendlies and trying to get them a go. And yeah, not a bad record recently that Guinea have, a real decent run of form. They've had a few victories recently. Somalia, a 3-0 victory, and beat Mozambique 2-1. A few draws in there against Algeria, Botswana. Of course, Algeria, by the way, beat Netherlands last night. What a shocking result that was. And 2 draw with Togo as well recently. It was only that defeat to Benin in their last game. So not bad run of form Guinea run. It'd be interesting to see how this one pans out. Again, 2 very young start 11s, but very intrigued to see how Shay Charles will do. I think he's certainly that starlet. He's the captain as well for this young Northern Ireland side this evening. So I think he's a real top talent. Northern Ireland have in their hands, but it's fantastic for Northern Ireland that Michael O'Neill has signed that fresh contract extension. So that's put to bed any of the worries of him possibly leaving. So Blackburn would have loved to have him permanently. At least he did a pretty decent job of keeping Blackburn afloat in the Championship. So it should be very, very intriguing to see if he can take Northern Ireland to the next chance to get to major competition. Well, the question is whether they'll automatically qualify against the UK and Ireland Euro 2028, the next major. So intriguing. Obviously, get 2 automatic qualifications places, but there's 5 hosts, so I presume it'll probably be England, Scotland, Wales who will go for the qualifying for that one. And ready to get underway here in Cadiz. And the ball's played back to Piers Charles. Charles just behind the centre circle, drills it towards left-hand side. It's flicked towards the box and dealt with in the end by Mo Suma. And now is Mo Toure, midway inside his half. Toure keeps his balance, plays it back now to Fofana. It is Suma, takes it in the D for Guinea. Suma square to Mori Konate. Now Suma again. Suma just calmly bring out the back. Guinea in their white strip. Again square to his centre-back partner Konate. Roll across the back line now to Fofana. Toure makes himself available. Toure picks it up. Toure now midway inside his half. Rolls it back into the feet of Fofana. Now is Somalia Silla. He's Guinea goalkeeper in his blue kit. Now Sekou Silla looks forward. There's a flick on towards runner Traore. But in the end, that's good work there from McConville to get across. Now is Tom Atchison. Action lifts it forwards, headed away though from the Guinea defence. Northern Ireland get it back central midfield with McDonald. Here's Shay Charles, pokes it now. It's Donnelly, whips it towards left-hand side. Justin Devaney gets onto it, just over a minute gone here in Cadiz. Now Devaney wants it back. It's now Northern Ireland put across a Price towards the back post. Void across the face goal from Donnelly, but cleared away from Mo Suma. And Northern Ireland have it back with Devaney just ahead of halfway on the left-hand side. Now Devaney rolls it back to Kieran Brown. Here's Rory McConville. McConville plays it into the centre circle. Charles now being chased down from Diawara. Here's Brown. Now Devaney in possession, just lifts it to the right side of the fence. Here's Tom Atchison. Atchison hits it forwards, but it's a good clearance there from Mo Suma. Gets across. That'll be a throw for Northern Ireland, 2 minutes on the clock. Just taking it from Smith. Now Charles back to Atchison. Now Atchison wants it back. Instead it goes to McConville, middle defence. McConville lifts it towards left-hand side. Smith lets it bounce. And that's a slip there from Smith. And in the end that is a foul from the Northern Ireland right wing back. It's just a nudge on Sekou Silla. And Sekou Silla takes the free kick quickly to Mori Konate. First time pass back from Bangora in the Guinea midfield. Now is Suma. Across the back to Mori Konate. Sekou Silla just behind halfway. Silla now being pushed back with good pressure there from Smith and Morrison. So cross for a ball from Konate. Well taken on the chest there from Justin Devaney. Has Price just ahead of him. 3 minutes gone it. Now it's short from Price into feet Devaney. Price again. Looking backwards on that left-hand side. Now it's in the Northern Ireland defence with Kieran Brown. 3 minutes on the clock. It is Piers Charles. Short and square to McConville. Again, Atchison wants it. So it goes to the goalkeeper, Piers Charles, who's a few yards out of his area. And Northern Ireland just walking the ball out from the back here with Brown. Brown whips it long. Can he find Morrison? Morrison traps it just behind the D. Now it breaks here after having touched Morrison for Donnelly. Donnelly's shot takes a nick off of Konate. That took any power off the ball. An easy control there for goalkeeper Somalia Silla in his box. It is Mori Konate. Konate, Bangor wants him in midfield, but Konate goes across the back. Konate and Suma combining. Again, Bangor wants the ball, but instead it goes to Diawara. It is Konate again. Konate plays that one short to Camera. Camera back to Konate. And now Diawara, nice balance in midfield. Puts Shay Charles on his backside. So it is Suma. Now Bangor on the ball. Ibrahim Bangora can go short to Diawara. Played first time across the back from Suma to Konate. Plays it just over halfway. Usman Camera plays it back first time into the Guinea half. Again, Guinea just enjoying possession here. 4.5 minutes played. Guinea just behind halfway. The feet of Suma. And now Bangora. Bangora goes backwards. It's the feet of Suma. And Guinea just still calmly playing it across the back. Now Konate goes the ball over the top on the left-hand side, bouncing the box and lifted towards goal, but wide of the target. There was a chance there for Sekou Silla, surging forwards from left back for Guinea. It was a great ball over the top. It was the two left side defenders, Mori Konate over the top. Paul Smith caught out. The left side of the penalty area was an attempted lift towards the back of the net from Sekou Silla, but he couldn't make the net ripple. Wide of the target. First opportunity in these opening 5 minutes in Cadiz. It's Piers Charles squares it now to Brown. Brown goes direct. Bounces towards halfway, headed away from Suma. Now Northern Ireland in the centre circle. It's a nice turn for Kieran Morrison. Now wide right to Smith. Northern Ireland in the attacking third. Smith whips in. Good head away there from Suma. Control from Sekou Silla. Rolls it back to his fellow Silla in Somalia. Now here's Sekou on the ball again. Sekou Silla drills it down the far side, looking for the run of Traoré. But in the end, Acterson has it covered, clears it way. Now powerful header from McConville over halfway, poke forward to Konate. It's in the Guinea midfield with Cisse. Cisse now lifts onto the chest of Fofana. Ibrahim Fofana over halfway, has no one in front of him. Has to go back in defence. It's in the centre circle with Suma. Mohamed Suma now across the halfway line to Konate. Silla, Konate, a couple of yards still in front of halfway. Now it's Diawara on the ball. And Amadou Diawara goes in the centre circle to Suma. Now Suma down the right for Fofana. Fofana in the attacking third. Again, he'll look back in defence this time, and now the poor pass, and it's laid off on Donnelly. And now Morrison bursting down left, needs options though. Morrison just halts himself, 35 yards from goal. Here's Price. Price 30 yards from the target. Price goes to goal. Northern Ireland's first attempt. It's well wide though. I wonder if it took a nick on the way through. I think it is a corner for Northern Ireland. Isaac Price about 30 yards out, let fly, and there did seem to be a nick. Let's have a look. I thought there was. I'm not sure looking back at it. Maybe take a deflection off centre-back Mo Suma. It will be a corner for Northern Ireland on the right-hand side. 7 minutes on the clock in sunny Cadiz. So it's a corner kick on the right-hand side for Northern Ireland. Will this one go short? It will indeed. To Morrison. Shifts inside to Shea Charles. Charles 35 yards from the target. Now in the centre circle. It's past from McDonald. It's a nice turn there from Donnelly. Now Donnelly trying to get down the left. Donnelly was surely pulled back there. I think Mo Toure had a couple of nibbles at him. Sort of pull at his shirt and then a clip on his ankle. It was good low centre of gravity there from Jamie Donnelly on the left-hand side. Up against Mo Toure, but it was a definite foul. Free kick for Northern Ireland. Inside left. Be just under 35 yards from goal. 8 minutes on the clock here. Can we get the opening goal in this friendly? And how they would have both loved to be at the World Cup this summer, but not meant to be. And then Guinea can dream the AFCON, and Northern Ireland can get to the Euros, which is a year later. So a free kick whipped in towards the back post. Price trying to get onto it. Price keeps it in play. It was Justin Aveni who delivered it. Price, Pat was on the right-hand side. Smith now trying to get a ball in. Goes on his outside to Price. Level with the penalty. Price whips in. It's turned in. And it is finished off for the centre-back, Tom Acterson. Lovely ball from the right-hand side. It was on a play for the Northern Ireland number 4. And Acterson finished home. Perfect delivery though. We all know about the technical ability that Isaac Price possesses, but he put in a peach of an outswinger from the right wing, and Acterson with a centre forwards finish in the middle of the 6-yard box, couldn't miss, just need that contact, and he got it with his left boot. Not a chance for Somalia Silla in between the Guinea sticks. Oh, actually, sorry, I thought it was Acterson who got the final touch. It looks like it's been given to Jamie Donnelly. They were close to each other, but for me, I thought Anderson was the man who turned that in. But looks like it's been given to Jamie Donnelly, so Northern Ireland lead anyway. I will clarify the goal score as quickly as possible, but I thought it was Acterson, but it's been given to Donnelly. And that's whipped forwards from Diawara, too heavy, he's looking down the right wing. And Northern Ireland lead Guinea by a goal to nil. Swelton eating Cadiz. And it will be a goal kick to be started off from Rory McConville. Now Piers Charles in all black. Goes square to Atkinson. Atkinson goes long down the right, controlled from Suma. And then Suma just clipped on his right ankle by Jamie Donnelly. Will be a free kick on Guinea's left-hand side, closed halfway. Donnelly, it was a clumsy foul. And Donnelly bringing down Suma. And it is Somalia-Silla. Now Bangura in between the two centre-backs. Square to Konate. Konate just over halfway, but intercepted from Shea Charles. Now is Smith. Smith, his backwards pass takes a deflection off Usman Kamara. And that will be a throw for Northern Ireland. 7-8 yards behind the halfway line. It's thrown back. Now was all good bounce to the goalkeeper, Piers Charles, but stays calm, just lifts it now to Brown. Devaney back to Brown. And that's with Piers Charles again. Rolls it across the 6-yard box. McConville, one touch to take out the air. McConville gives the way to Bangura. Maybe a chance here for Guinea. They're inside the D. And it breaks here for Traore. Ball now scrambling around the box, but it's been cleared away from Northern Ireland. Passed out the box from McConville. Good composure from the centre-back. Now Price, he linked up with Devaney. And Devaney goes backwards. Clear from Brown towards halfway. Control from Suma. And Diawara rolls it back in the centre circle for Konate. It is Mohamed Suma. 11.5 minutes gone. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Guinea on the ball here. On the halfway line. Konate out to the left. Midway in Northern Ireland half is Usman Kamara. He goes into centre midfield to Diawara. Is in line with the centre circle. Back in the Guinea half now. In square for Konate. Into the centre circle to Suma. Konate again. And Konate just plays it safe and back to Somalia-Silla. Goalkeeper links up with Diawara. Diawara just telling his teammates to push up a bit. Konate about 3 yards behind halfway, left-footed. Konate wants it back, and it was a pass from Kamara which just deflected off of Smith. So it is a Guinea throw. And just in front of the halfway line. And it's thrown back to the goalkeeper. By the way, Tom Atkinson was the goal scorer. So just to clear that up, my eyes were not deceiving me. I knew I was right there. So yeah, just officially confirming. Tom Atkinson, the centre-back, turn it in. So here is Guinea in midfield. Diawara to Cisse. And now Fofana. Fofana has to go backwards. Ibrahim Fofana to Mo Suma. Across the back line to Konate. Now it's on halfway with Sekou Silla. Konate again. It's been ordered by Diawara to play it across his centre-back partner in the centre circle. Now Suma goes for long diagonal. Way too much on that ball though. It was a good idea to try and find Sedouba Cisse, just peeled out to the left wing. That was a rocket of a pass there. Way too much on that attempted ball. And his boss certainly won't be pleased about that. So a goal kick for Northern Ireland to take. 13.5 minutes gone. Tom Atkinson, the centre-back, has Northern Ireland in front this friendly. Ball pinged towards left wing. That's a clearance block from Donnelly. It was Suma's attempted clearance, but just rolls back to Somalia-Silla in the end. So Guinea. Centre midfield in their half. Diawara clips it. It's a run down the left-hand side from Traore. He'll get to it on the byline. Traore, right footed, ball towards the box, flicked away from Smith. And getting onto it is Morrison. Morrison cutting in. Charles can't control. Guinea now have it inside left, close to the penalty area, looking to get down that wing with Silla. And it's Sekou Silla puts the ball in. Headed behind for a corner kick. Take no chances there. Kieran Brown. So Guinea looking to get on the front foot, try and get that level up. Hello, Duarte. The manager just belling in few orders on the sidelines, but plenty of time for Guinea to get back into this friendly. So Northern Ireland just get themselves organised here. And this corner kick be coming in from the left-hand side to Sedouba Cisse. Looks like it's going to be an in-swinger from Cisse. So number 15 all ready to deliver. Cisse towards the back post. Northern Ireland headed it way through Brown. Now can Diawara get to it? Diawara just sees it out for for a Guinea throw. I think Diawara just lead this one. Be Fofana to throw it back now to Suma. But Konate in the centre circle. Square cross halfway to Sekou Silla. Silla with the diagonal. Can he find Mo Torre? Torre heads it towards the box. That's good work there from Brown just to see out of play for a goal kick. Down there from Mo Torre into a dangerous position. And Troyer was trying to bear down on Kieran Brown, but Brown saw it out really well. Northern Ireland lead by a goal to nil here. Caddies, really good defending there from Kieran Brown. So just quarters now gone. Northern Ireland leading by a goal to nil. Varner heads away at the goal kick. Bounces in Northern Ireland half. Clear from Smith. Now played backwards on halfway from Morrison. Picked up here on the left-hand side from Camera. Camera gets the cross in too high though. In the middle for Mo Torre. It's moved in the centre of the box from the wing. Rice midway inside his half. Rice's pass comes off the left boot of Amadou Diawara. That will be a throw for Northern Ireland. Midway inside their own half. Tom Anderson with the only goal so far this match. Still over 16 minutes played. It's a throw to be taken about 5-6 yards behind halfway from Justin Deveni, left wing back. Go back to Deveni from Donnelly. Referee blows his whistle. So what the issue is, just talking here to McDonald and Cisse, I think that is. A bit of push and shoving going on. I think, a bit of push and shoving between the two midfielders. So it was just before Deveni took the throw. It's another throw now. Northern Ireland's been given away though. Now Guinea play it back in defence to Konate. It's across to Sekou Silla. Silla about 5-6 yards behind the halfway line. It's in central defence again with Konate. Now Suma. It was Mohamed Suma. Couple of touches with his right boot. Again across that defensive line to Konate. Now dropping in between the two centre-backs is Diawara. Suma again. Suma played over halfway. First time from Cisse. Now a stretch pass back to Suma. Now on the ball is Konate. Konate, one touch with his left foot. Now with his right. Just rolls it across the back here to Suma. Now played first time for Somali Silla. Flicked on from Bangora. On the stretch, Cisse does divert it backwards, but just goes straight out of play in the end. And that'll be a Northern Ireland throw in the attacking third. Yeah, Guinea trying to control possession. Sousa looked to advance it forwards, though, just struggling. So Kieran Brown preparing the throw for Northern Ireland. Level with the penalty area. So Brown is going to look to fling this one in. 18 minutes played it in Cadiz. It is Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Kieran Brown's long throw. And it's a flick on, but straight out of play there. Again, McConville got the contact he wanted. There was no one sort of in behind him. Trying to run onto that, and very simple for Guinea just to watch that go out for a throw. So the goalkeeper, Somali Silla, just telling his teammates to push up a little bit higher. He's going to be going long here. Silla by the looks of it. Certainly is Silla right for the middle. And it's just bounced off Mo Torre in the end to Shea Charles. And now Smith. Smith's over halfway. And Smith now down the inside right. Here is Charles. Charles now. Right wing. Charles towards the corner flag. Charles barged in the back there by Mori Konate. And that'll be a free kick on the right-hand side for Northern Ireland. But good athleticism by Shea Charles. He was anticipating that contact. Very aggressive shot there for Mori Konate. Very easy decision there for the linesman to give a free kick to Northern Ireland. So free kick on the right-hand side. In line with the penalty area, will it be Shea Charles or Justin Deveni to take? And both of them have got really good deliveries. But actually, with Isaac Price, but the best delivery in so far in this match for the Thomas Atterson finish. She has Northern Ireland in front. So Charles takes the free kick, but Guinea head away and chased down on the left-hand side. Donnelly decides to keep it in play. Move back in his own half now. Donnelly left-footed. It is McDonald. So McDonald now square into the feet of Morrison. Morrison back to his goalkeeper. Piers Charles whips it down the left wing, but stepping onto it's Fofana. Comes off his knee. Cleared from McDonald. So Guinea inside the centre circle. It's good preserving the ball there from Bangura. Bangura has it again from Kanate. Now Kanate pass over halfway. Silla down the left wing. Here's Camera. Camera gets away from Atterson. Camera in the box. Camera cuts it back. A chance of Guinea. Brilliant save for Piers Charles. He tips over Mo Touré's first time effort in the centre of the penalty area. Good reflexes there from Piers Charles. Great skill. I have to say from Usman Kamara, nutmegging Thomas Atterson. Turned the centre back, got in the box. McDonald completely missed his clearance, and in the middle was Mo Touré. Struck it first time, tipped over the bar from Piers Charles. 21 minutes played. That was Guinea's best chance so far. Could have easily levelled up there if it wasn't for the fingertip of Piers Charles. Corner on the right for Guinea. Whipped in towards the centre, bounces now. Guinea control it. Shot for Kanate, blocked in the box, and Northern Ireland clear it long through McDonald. Morrison chasing down. The two Sillas tries to combine, but in the end the goalkeeper Somalia just had a little bit too much contact on that short-lifted ball to Sekou Silla. So it's a throw taken now for Northern Ireland. Just over 35 yards from goal. Shea Charles has it. This pass though cut out from Cisse, and Cisse wins a throw for Guinea midway inside the half on the left. Sekou Silla throws it back now to Moro Kanate. Here's Suma to Ibrahima Fofana. Fofana level with the centre circle. Now Kanate rolled left-footed on halfway. Sekou Silla beds it down line. Now Camera on the run against Atterson. Atterson gets there. Now it's a first time long ball from Charles. Being headed away from Kanate. And now Guinea control it in the centre circle with Bangura on his chest. And now Fofana. Touré cuts in. He's in his own half. Touré squared to Bangura. Bangura plays it through the centre circle. This is better for Guinea now. Building up some pressure. Sekou Silla travels over halfway. Now Silla driving in field. Silla rolls into the box. Touré, great strength. Touré shot. Takes deflection off of McConville over the bar. This is really good pressure from Guinea. I have to say, fantastic aggression there from Abdul Traoré up against Roy McConville. And McConville got a block though, which sent the ball over the bar from Traoré strike. 23 minutes played in Cadiz, and it's Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. But Guinea applying the pressure to try and get the equaliser. Short corner from Cisse. Cisse gets a return. Cisse crosses block from Morrison. Morrison felt the force with a right foot of Cisse. And his foot around the ball. Morrison just looking a bit winded at the moment. And there's a sure one for him to take. Probably caught that in the chest or the face, but Cisse whipped it all right in the face for Morrison. Yeah, it certainly would have felt that one, to put it mildly. Just been assessed by the medical team at the moment here in Morrison, but I think he should be fine to continue for Northern Ireland. And just put some water over his head. He should definitely be fine to continue here in Morrison. 24 minutes on the clock. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. So Morrison will have to come off the field as the usual procedure. So it was a lovely ball out from the right wing from Isaac Price, turned in from the centre back. Thomas Atterson inside the 6-yard box, thrown out for Guinea. Sekou Silla's cross is blocked. Holding on to it is Donnelly. Now Donnelly dispossessed, the ball's rolling backwards, and Northern Ireland just watch it go up for a throw. Tackles made from Cisse. Throw to be taken it from Paul Smith. Will be taken from Smith indeed. Midway inside the Northern Ireland half. Well, actually, Smith looks like he's walking away from the ball now. Actually, yeah, he's walking away because, of course, the drinks break. Lovely setting in Cadiz. And he's got the Rocky Mountains hovering over the stadium, but the sea as well. An absolutely lovely location for a football stadium. And Michael O'Neill just giving some instructions to the young Northern Ireland players. We're pleased with what he's seen so far overall, but the last few minutes, Guinea has started to up the pressure. So that will certainly give Paulo Duarte some big encouragement, hoping that his side can find that leveller, give them a bit of extra momentum going into the break. Of course, though, it's a friendly, so it is all about just the run out and extra experience for the young players rather than the result itself. But of course, the footballers, they want to win any game they're playing. Michael O'Neill just donning the white cap and a black Northern Ireland t-shirt. At the moment, just talking with that is Jamie Donnelly. Having a quick chat to. Decent friendly so far. Northern Ireland leading by a goal to nil. Tom Atson's finish. And Guinea hoping that they can create a few more chances before the break. Again, will this drinks break just possibly halt their momentum? Two Northern Ireland fans have come out and made the journey into Cadiz, and certainly taking in all the sunshine. So ready to get back underway now. That'll be a throw for Smith to take. Actually pretty deep inside the Northern Ireland half. Smith's throw. Cleared away for Kanate. And a met from Shea Charles. Hooked on towards the halfway line. It's flipped backwards from Kanate. Good pressure from Donnelly, but in the end Suma sends it back. And Somali Silla goes long through the middle. It's a flick on one there from Traore. Now Torre trying to run in behind, but Brown links up with Pierce Charles. Now sent to left wing to Devaney. Devaney gets over halfway. Devaney now slips for a second, but gets on his feet quickly. And Devaney just strokes it back to McConville. Square to Acterson. And now good pressure from Guinea as Morrison holds it up. Cisse all over the back of him. Acterson now back to Charles. Charles plays it first time right footed. Now space for Brown to bring it out for defence. Brown heavy touch, but now plays over halfway to Price. Price trying to roll it through, but comes off the heel of Donnelly. Making a good run as well, and Guinea have it in central defence with Kanate. Half turn here from Diawara. Bangura. It's Diawara again. Diawara rolls up halfway to Fofana. And now Suma. That's a good turn from Cisse on halfway. Flick there from Torre. Now Bangura trying to send it through the middle for Traore. Couldn't quite find his run, but it was good passing there from Guinea from the middle. Now quick pass from Shea Charles from the long throw for Pierce Charles. And now here come Northern Ireland down the right. Smith towards the back post as cross goes. A volley blocked. It was met by Donnelly with his right boot. Donnelly goes down inside the box. Hardly any contact though. No way the ref is going to even entertain that. And now here is Guinea with Fofana. Fofana clipped there from Donnelly. Donnelly annoyed the referee. Felt he was fouled in the box. For me, I didn't think there was anything in it. That was a definite foul though from Donnelly on Fofana. Fofana was initially trying to turn away from McDonald, and Donnelly came steaming in and caught the ankle of the Guinea right back. And he took the free kick. And there was Somalia Silla. Half turn from Mohamed Suma. Suma, direct ball towards Traore. Headed down from McConville now. Dropped on the chest here of Torre. Torre goes down the left wing, but nothing given. He went down the edge of the box anyway. So it's Smith and Morrison. Again, pressing for centre back. And the attacking third is Fofana. Gone back to Acterson. Acterson clears it. Northern Ireland pin back here. Bangura holds up the ball midfield. Guinea inside left. Backwards from Diawara. Now pass on Suma. It's a turn from Cisse. Cisse square to Fofana. Cisse again. A few yards in front of the centre circle. Now nice pass to Traore. Inside right, Guinea. Right side of the box. Cross from Torre blocked. And then cleared away from Northern Ireland. Heavy touch in the middle from Silla. But does fall to Traore. Lifts it in the box. Flick from the D there from Cisse. Clear from Shea Charles. Northern Ireland midway inside the half. Donnelly loses possession. Loose ball falls here to in the midfield to Bangura. And now it is Diawara. Fofana. 30 yards and goal. Now Diawara. Rolls it right footed. Now Bangura. Cross here to Suma. Sekou Silla hits on the outside of Smith down left wing. That's a slight nudge there, but certainly a legal one from Addison on Usman Camera. Be a throw from Northern Ireland. Half hour played it in Cadiz. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Turns back Tom Addison meeting Isaac Price. Cross from the right wing. Throw from Smith. Bounce over halfway. Suma lets it bounce a few more times and turns and goes back to his goalkeeper. Somali Silla in the D in his dark blue kit. And now is Kanate. This time back was passed there from Diawara. So Somali Silla looking for his best options. He's right side of his area. Clips are now over halfway. Free header from McConville. Back in the Guinea half. Pick now from McDonald. Northern Ireland on the halfway line with Justin Devaney. And now Devaney just goes back to his goalkeeper, Piers Charles. Taps it on the line of the area to McConville. McConville whips it towards the halfway line. Donnelly got a faint flick on, but no runner in behind. So Guinea now have time on the ball here with Bangura. Bangura links up with Cisse in the centre circle. Now Diawara rolls it to the right. Ibrahim Fofana. And now Diawara. Bangura in the centre circle. So play for Kanate, controlled the midriff of Camera. Camera down the line for Silla from left back. Silla, he's tackled, but it will be a corner kick. It was Addison who just won the tackle and rolled out forth a corner kick on the left-hand side for Guinea. So it will be Sedouba Cisse to take. So Cisse in swing to come in on the left-hand side. Cisse's corner kick, and it's stabbed away at the near post for Northern Ireland and hooked out for a throw from Smith. It was Price who stabbed it down at the near post, and Smith hooked it away. So Guinea take the throw on the left-hand side. Now whip into the box towards Traore, header. Only as far as Bangura. Bangura shot, good reflexes from Charles, and then Traore from a tight angle blazes over the bar. 2 cents, that equaliser coming for Guinea. This carries on. Cross on left wing, headed away only as far as Bangura. Bangura's shot forced a good save from Charles, but a strong right hand to push it away. Then Traore tight angle, and an Abdul Traore shot, miles over the bar in the end. But as I said, the angle was a little bit against him. Just on the byline and hitting that. Northern Ireland played the short goal kick, closing down from Traore. Now Guinea win it high. Chance to take on a shot inside the D from Diawara. It's blocked from Charles. Heavy touch from Kanate, then wins it back in the attacking third. Guinea inside left. Fine to keep Piers Camera. Now it rolls on the left-hand side. And Diawara sees it out for throw, which Camera will take. Camera's throw now. Sekou Silla only controlled it, but I think it's been given as a throw in Northern Ireland's favour in the end. So Smith to take the throw deep in the Northern Ireland half. The lead Guinea by a goal to nil. So Smith's throw goes in field. Comes on the back of Torre's head, headed down from Fofana. Traore can't hold up. Now quick pass from McDonald. Northern Ireland over halfway on the left-hand side with Price. Price now about 5 yards ahead of the halfway line. McDonald to Price again. And tap back to Brown. Across the back reaches Addison. Addison now and bends it towards the left-hand side. Headed down from Suma. Only as far as Price. Price 30 yards and goal. Goes to the crossfield ball. Too high though for Smith. It was a good idea from Isaac Price. Yeah, too much height on that ball from left-hand side. Throw now taken from Guinea. Now here is Diwar in the box. It's been sliced away from Somalia Silla. And that will be a throw for Northern Ireland. About 4 or 5 yards into the Guinea half. So Smith just looking where it's going, side to midfield, maybe back in defence. Where's this throw going? Smith looking for options. Goes to throw just in line then where Price heads it down. Smith gets away from Diwar and then wins a 50-50 against Camera. On the right wing is Morrison. Now Northern Ireland coming towards the box. Donnelly's tackled inside right. And now here's Kanate square for Suma. And now Fofana making a forward run. Suma turns. Square to Diawara. Diawara clips it towards the left-hand side. Controlled on the left flank from Silla. Silla bending ball to the box, but that's really good work there from Actor to control it. And now Northern Ireland clear through Brown. Chested down from Donnelly is Charles. Off the chest of Morrison now. The referee does point for Northern Ireland free kick. Just inside their half, and Donnelly certainly barged into that from behind from Suma. Free kick from Northern Ireland now taken across the back. Justin Devaney to Kieran Brown. Rory McConville. McConville now goes onto his right foot and across to Brown. Brown plays that one short. Backwards first time from McDonald to Charles. Again, now it's played into the box there from Acterson. Just about control from McConville. Lifted away from Charles, only as far as that head of Bangor, but headed only as far as Shea Charles. Now Charles bursts over halfway. Charles into the attacking third, inside right. Still Shea Charles. Charles goes down inside the box. Tackle is made there. And it won't be a penalty. It will just be a corner kick for Northern Ireland. It was a surging run forward from Shea Charles. Actually, there wasn't any contact there from Diawara. Diawara got back, used his strength, and it just came off Charles last. So goal kick for Guinea. And there is Kanate to Diawara. Half turn from Cisse. Now on the halfway line is Sekou Silla's pass. Takes a nick off of Smith. A throw for Guinea on the left. It will be Seduba Cisse to take. So it goes back to Kanate. Now Suma. In the centre circle is Diawara. Diawara goes short. Traore dropping deep to knock it back to the centre circle. A crossover ball from Suma. Fofana controls. Fofana going backwards though. The right back still on the ball for Guinea. So Ibrahim Fofana. Rolled first time for Mori Kanate out to Sekou Silla. Back in the Guinea half with Kanate again. Diawara first time to Kanate, still standing in the same place in the centre circle now with Mohamed Suma. Now here's Cisse to Suma. And Guinea enjoying possession, but only in the half at the moment. Somalia Silla. Now Mori Kanate rolls it back into the box for Suma to pick up. And now backwards into the feet of Silla. First time Diawara combines with Mangoran and given away. Price intercepted, and then Price was caught on his ankle there. I think it was. I'm sure it was that for with Bangora, not Fofana. Bangora got that tackle in, just catching the right ankle of Isaac Price. And right in the referee's nose as well, so really a simple decision there for the referee to give. So it will be a free kick. Northern Ireland in about 30 yards and goal, probably a little bit more than that. So looks to be Justin Devaney, man lining it up. And Somalia Silla, the Guinea goalkeeper, just getting his ball lined up. Probably a bit too far to take on the strike though, so it's a short free kick. And now Price dinks it into the box. Easy catch though for Somalia Silla. So quick two-handed throw from the Guinea goalkeeper. It is Fofana. Toure asking for it. Fofana turns and goes backwards. And now Cisse in the centre circle. Combines with Diawara. And now Bangura. And spreads out to the right over halfway. Toure inside. Traore takes heavy touch. And there's Morrison to pick up the pieces. Price in the middle. The Northern Ireland half goes back. First time from Acterson to Smith. Smith tries to play the ball behind from Morrison. And now Fofana just got his feet mixed up there, but Fofana still manages to pass it back. Silla clears. Comes off the top of Bangura's head. Northern Ireland play it first time by the centre circle from Shea Charles on halfway. It is McConville, now Brown. Brown combines with Price. Brown slips though. Midway inside his half. That's a shot for Guinea from their own half, and it's well wide. And it was Bangura who went for an absolute spectacular, about 50-odd yards from goal, but couldn't punish Piers Charles, who been a fair bit off his line in the end. Now Charles drives out towards the right, controlled on the chest of Smith. Lifts it forwards. Now tackle there on Donnelly, and a met from Canate. Good feet there from Camera, but then turns to the troubled Camera. Smith got himself in between Camera and the ball. It's a free kick for Northern Ireland. Camera had two men around him, and Smith just pinched it off him. And he did brilliant there, Smith, and then quick free kick taken from Northern Ireland. First time from McDonald, inside for Price to pick up and set from midfield. Now back here to Atterson. Price again. He combines with McConville. Here's Kieran Brown inside to Price. That's a lovely first touch from Price. Take it into Fofana and Toure. Price takes another heavy touch in the Guinea half. Now it's a ball bent down the right to Traore, but in the end Traore's offside. It was Diawara trying to spin a ball down that right hand side for Traore. And Traore did control. Well, I'll tell you what, I think he might have been on there, Traore, but linesman did not think so. So 3 minutes left of this first half in Cadiz, and Northern Ireland lead Guinea by a goal to nil. Here's Charles has the ball from a short free kick from McConville. Now dropping onto it is Donnelly. Donnelly now, Charles on halfway, lets it run across him. Charles leisurely moving down the inside right channel. Now down on the outside from Smith to Charles, who's on the byline. Charles tackle there for Bangura. Did it deflect off Charles last? It did indeed. Goal kick for Guinea. It was a good work there from Bangura getting across to make the tackle. So Somalia Silla, short goal kick. It is Guinea midway inside the half with Suma. Now Guinea on the halfway line. Here with Toure. And it's a poor pass there from Toure. So Smith has a bat. Smith inside to Charles in the centre circle with Price. It's gone backwards first time. Now Northern Ireland just beyond the halfway line. Here with McDonald. 2 minutes left of the first half. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. It's in the centre circle. Price turns. First time held up here from Donnelly. And now McDonald. Back to Brown. 2 minutes left of this first half. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Piers Charles rolls it out the box. Atson lets it run across him. Sharply turns away from Camera. Now dropping onto it is Donnelly. Donnelly, he's dispossessed, and Guinea pressing high. Now Diawara towards Toure. Toure takes heavy touch in the box and cleared away from Donnelly. Now Price guides it outside of his right on the halfway line to Smith. Price again. Smith goes down, out of play. Northern Ireland in the centre circle with McDonald. McDonald just over the halfway line. Sharp turn. And McDonald has it again in midfield. Back on the halfway line with Acterson. Acterson now and a few touches with his right foot. So Acterson, it's gone square to McDonald, who's on the inside left channel. And down that channel now to the feet of Donnelly. Donnelly goes backwards, just in defending. Northern Ireland didn't need tackling third, but they go further and further back. Now it's in defence midfield, McDonald. In the centre circle with McConville. 40 seconds left of this first half. Northern Ireland just enjoying possession on their 1-goal lead. Tom Acton's pass goes over halfway. Smith dispossessed. Sekou Silla, it's a foul there. Smith just catching the right ankle of Sekou Silla. Silla certainly feeling the force that one. So free kick for Guinea. Good challenge there from Silla. And certainly caught from Smith. So one last chance for Guinea to get it forwards in this half. I don't think there'll be any significant stoppage time. I was saying that, we have got Sekou Silla still down. An issue with his left ankle. So I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but actually, it's a couple of minutes of stoppage time this first half. And Silla feeling the pain, and Smith definitely caught his ankle quite sharply. It may make a case for it being a yellow card for Smith, but no card shown to the Northern Ireland right wing back in the end. Just had his ankle checked out now. Sekou Silla moved a bit gingerly, but should be fine to carry on. So free kick for Guinea to take, just ahead of halfway. Can they get a leveller for the break? And short free kick for Konate. It's now in the centre circle with Suma. It is Diawara on the halfway line with Konate. So now is Suma. Suma in the centre circle. Square two for Fafana. Fafana clips it towards the attacking third. Header one from Agderson against Camera. Lifted back from McDonald. Volleyed away from Smith. Not a lot of power though. Silla just in front of halfway. Moves it in central midfield. Now it's Bangura. Clips it into the box. Chested from Traore. Picked up from Price. Price now. Wrong foot's Bangura. Donnelly holds onto it in the centre circle and then turns into trouble in the shape of Diawara. Traore dropping deep. Just 25 seconds of stoppage time left in this first half. So one last chance for Guinea to make it one apiece. Guinea on the right with Mo Toure. Toure backwards now into the feet of Fafana. Guinea now, 10 seconds left with Diawara. Diawara to Fafana. Guinea can't really seem to find a way forwards. They go backwards in the centre circle to Suma. Here is Fafana. Now first time for Bangura. And we're still carrying on it. One last long ball for Guinea to the box. Toure trying to turn, but Toure just lost his balance. It's back with Charles, and there should go the half-time whistle. Still hasn't gone yet. Charles rolls it to Acterson. Tom Acterson drills it down the right-hand side. So is there a chance for Northern Ireland to go 2-0 up? And now maybe Morrison get the cross. And Morrison puts the low ball in. Cleared away on his far as Shea Charles. Charles goes for the shot. It's a wild one over the bar. And there goes the half-time whistle in Cadiz, where Northern Ireland lead by 0-0. Finish from Tom Acterson, meeting Isaac Price cross. Guinea did get themselves back to the game, had a few attempts. Toure Evan one tipped over by Pierce Charles, but Northern Ireland towards the end of the first half got a little bit more comfortable again. So half-time here in Cadiz, it is Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Hello and welcome back to Cadiz, the second half team, Northern Ireland Guinea, about to get underway. Some substitutions are being made. I can see Brodie Spence and Jamie Reid coming on for Northern Ireland. I think that Lancenet Karuma is to come on for Guinea, so there's a few substitutions being made. I'll let you know. So it's Paul Smith, by the way, who's gone off for Brodie Spencer. And the next substitution on looks like Pierce Charles is off in goal, so it is Luke Southwood getting a run out in goal for Northern Ireland. And Usman camera, it's one camera off another, so Usman off and Abdoulaye on. And next man on for Guinea is Mo Bangora. That's in place of Sedouba Cisse. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Lancenet Karuma also set to come on for Guinea. Just waiting to see who he'll come on for. Now we can get the second half underway here in Cadiz. So Karuma still waiting to come on here for Guinea. So coming off for Guinea is Amadou Diawara, and Karuma replaces him in midfield. So all those subs now made for Guinea, and we're ready to get underway for the second half. Northern Ireland goal in front through Tom Atchison, and Guinea kicks off for the second half. Left back at the moment with Sekou Silla. Flick to Usman Kamara. That's a diagonal ball from Mori Konate. Old trap there from Ibrahim Fofana. Nice turn from Mohamed Souma. Karuma with his first touch. Souma now under real pressure from Reid. But Souma keeps hold of it. Back to Somalia Silla. A rod across the back to Mori Konate. Konate slits, but does manage to get his long ball forwards, but just bounces away from Usman Kamara on the left-hand side. So it is a throw here for Northern Ireland to take. Brodie Spencer, who's now playing it right wing back to take it. Spencer to Donnelly, holds it up, little flick towards Spencer, deflects into the path of Spencer over halfway. Spencer now down the left foot, Reid, that's a good standing challenge there. And it was the challenge well made from Souma. So they played the open minute, the second half. Donnelly takes the throw midway in the Guinea half. Now Donnelly pass it back. And it's into the feet of Southwood. Southwood, right foot on top of the ball here. Southwood's going to go along with this. No, he fooled me there. Southwood just plays it short. Into the feet of Atchison. Now Charles through the centre circle. Price. First time pass to Charles. Now Price turns in the middle. Needs second, third. Good standing challenge there from Souma. Now turn from Traoré. Traoré trying to find the run of Abdoulaye Kamara, but can't do so. So we've got two cameras on the pitch at once. Usman. We've got two cameras on the pitch at once. We did have two cameras on the pitch, but so Abdoulaye came on for Usman. Now here's Tom Atchison. Atchison's pass takes deflection. Now Guinea have it back. And Guinea, they go for a long shot, but well wide in the end. Shot was taken on. It was Bangora in midfield. He decided to have a pop, but well wide there from Ibrahim Bangora. That's about 40 yards out. Saw Southwood slightly off his line, went for the chip. Now it's a Southwood goal kick towards the right hand side. Bounces away from Jamie Reid in the end. It will be a throw for Guinea to take deep inside their half. So it will be taken from Sekou Silla on the left-hand side. So Silla's throw, chested down from Atchison. It'll be throw for Guinea again. Right on halfway for Sekou Silla to take. Silla gets a return to him. Silla lifts it into the air. So they're pushed there from Spencer. It looked like Spencer did just knock into the back of Lancenet Karuma. Came on at half-time for Guinea. So Guinea get the free kick, and it goes back now into the feet of Konate. It is Souma. Souma now sprays it out. So Abdoulaye Kamara flicked inside and volleyed away from Atchison, but in the end Kamara was offside. Free kick for Northern Ireland. 3.5 minutes gone this second half. Atchison takes a short free kick. It's up with Charles. Atchison pings it forwards now. Reid on his bike, try and get to it, but it just bounces to Somalia Silla in the end. And just telling his teammates to push up a little bit higher. Silla just puts the ball down the turf in his area. Just wondering where to plant this long ball. Silla, I think he'll definitely have to go long here. No, he just finds space to square it off on the end to Suma. It is Fofana, one touch, a take out play there, good pressure on Fofana from Devaney. Fofana just trying to block Devaney's throw. Devaney does take it in the end to Donnelly. Donnelly turns, his pass cut out from Fofana, rolls over halfway, but stepping onto it is Brown. Now McDonald goes back to Atchison. And it is Charles in the centre. But Atchison again. McConville square across the back three to Brown. Brown left-footed. It is Devaney. Devaney's over halfway. Trick beat from Justin Devaney. Lays it back now on the halfway line. Stretched onto it, but Donald pokes it only as far as Abdullah Camera. Now in the centre circle. Guinea have it. It's a foul there from Brodie Spencer. Just seemed to caught the back of Sekou Silla. So free kick for Guinea. Yeah, definite foul there from Brodie Spencer. Now Northern Ireland pick up the ball. Guinea free kick. Northern Ireland left hand side. Devaney's pass to Telegraph. Easy red there from Fofana. And now Guinea play a short pass along the middle. Now it's sprayed out towards Abdullah Camera on the left hand side. Camera takes heavy touch. So Spencer has that chance to get across. Cleared away. And now Donnelly to Spencer. Spencer first time. Reid pinning Kanate well. Charles on the ball. Now the referee gives a free kick against Kanate. Just for a nudge in the back on Reid. So there's a definite foul there. A definite pull on the back of Reid by Kanate. It's free kick for Northern Ireland inside their half. Charles receives it from Atchison. Now Atchison getting to the middle of the back three where McConville's located. Brown's pass, a poor one. Torre picks it up. Mo Torre tries to flick it through the middle, but intercepted there by McConville. Atchison just calmly passed out the box. Spencer, short for Charles. Charles half turn. Charles, the captain's armband on. Charles, pass goes over halfway. And now is Reid dropping a bit deep. Reid square to Spencer. 6 minutes gone the second half. Northern Ireland lead Guinea by goal to nil. Tom Atchison with the first half finish, meeting Price's cross. Charles whips it from the centre circle. Space on left hand side with Devaney. Devaney controls with his midriff. Devaney puts the in-swinger in, but was that a foul then? Reid, nothing given. Just rolled out of play. Reid insinuating he was nudged from Kanate. It was a lovely out-swinging ball from Devaney. Didn't look much in it at all. Team Reid and Kanate. So right decision by the officials just to wave that one away. So it is a Guinea goal kick. It'll be taken short. So Kanate is Silla. So Sekou Silla goes inside. Now is lost from Abdullah Camera. And halfway is Atchison. His pass picks up Donnelly. Donnelly bundled down to the ground there for Mori Kanate. So a free kick for Northern Ireland, and Kanate just bundled over the top of Jamie Donnelly there. Very clumsy free kick, I must say. It's going away now. Northern Ireland go backwards to Southwood. Southwood goes long, header forwards there by Fofana. Fofana fouled Price in the official's eyes, so there's a free kick for Northern Ireland, and I have to say there was a barge there from Fofana. So free kick from Northern Ireland. Atchison down the right now for Spencer. Spencer in the attacking third. So it goes backwards here for Reid. Now here is Northern Ireland on the ball. Here with Atchison midway in the Guinea half. First time from Reid, back to Spencer. So it's given away now for Northern Ireland. Guinea have it on the halfway line with Traore. Traore turns. And a tidy feet there from Guinea in the centre circle from Bangora. And now on the ball is Fofana. It's not halfway line with Suma. Suma clips it now over the top. Headed down there by Fofana, but Northern Ireland pick up the loose ball. Cleared long for Devaney. Just beyond halfway, Donnelly now controls and lifts it forwards onto the run of Reid, but Reid was offside. He did make his movement too early there. And correct decision for the referee, for the officials to award that as offside. It was a definite offside there. And Guinea on the ball. It is camera on the left-hand side. So it's a turn now from Suma, Kanate, Suma again. And Suma halfway. Backwards first time into the feet of Silla. The goalkeeper now brings it out of his area. So Sneaky Sheriff, by the way, was one of the other players who came on half time. Was in place of Seduba Cisse. So it's a ball down line from Guinea. And Sekou Silla cuts out from Brodie Spencer. And that will be a throw for Guinea to take. So here is Suma, receives it for Kanate. Now drilled over the top, header away. Only as far as the chest of Toure. That's a wall layoff there from Toure to Abdoulaye Camara. Now floated from Atchison towards the left wing, bit too much on it for Price in the end. Good idea. And it will be it. Throw now taken by Guinea. It is Kuruma. Now is Sheriff, Siddiqui Sheriff on the half turn, left footed. Kanate. Here's Kanate combined with Fofana. Ball towards halfway from Guinea, intercepted there from Devaney, now given away. Guinea have it back just beyond halfway, now down the right hand side here for Mo Toure. But McDonald keeps pace, Toure hangs on to it, inside towards Sheriff, too much on that pass. Charles gets to it and then Sheriff pulls the shirt of Charles. Charles with a quick free kick. Here comes Northern Ireland, left hand side. Price skips away. Price now heading towards the box. Price goes square. Charles for Donnelly. Donnelly on target. It was pretty comfortably saved. But Somalia Silla in the end. Poor finish for Jamie Donnelly. Again, Price just gliding forwards, went past Kuruma like he wasn't even there. Squared it to Donnelly in the box. Should have done better with that finish, I have to say. So here is Guinea now playing it back to Somalia Silla. 56 minutes played in Cadiz. Lovely weather this evening. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. So Suma goes long from the back, headed away from McConville. Sliced up into the air from Devaney in the centre circle. Flicked back from Sheriff, but picked up the midriff of Price. Sheriff wins it back, but it rolls though to Devaney. Devaney turns, and Devaney caught in his ankle by Sheriff. Devaney gets back to his feet, and it's another tackle from Sheriff. So Sheriff on the ball in the officials' eyes. I thought he caught the ankle on Devaney, but officials saw different to me. There's a throw now for Northern Ireland. Devaney takes. Hooked over halfway onto Chester Donnelly from Price, but then heavy touch, and now it's Sekou Silla back to his goalkeeper. So it's Mori Kanate. Sneaky Sheriff, left-footed pass to Fofana. Fofana, his pass almost given away when actually now it is intercepted from Charles on the halfway line. It's Price backwards to McConville. Here's Atchison, the goal scorer. Held off from Donnelly. It's been blocked though for Kanate. Sheriff in the centre circle. Sheriff, his attempted long ball comes off the backside of Charles. Silla. And now it's a nice bounce there for Sheriff. Turns away from McDonald in the centre circle. McDonald brings Sheriff down. Free kick for Guinea. Starting to get a stranglehold that midfield. Just to get it now to the attacking third. Looking for that leveller. So I think McDonald's going into the referee's note, but hauling Siddiqui Sheriff down to the ground. But a physical mismatch there between Sheriff and McDonald. Sheriff spun really well. Absolute foul there. So short free kick from Guinea, then given away Northern Ireland. And Northern Ireland give away a throw themselves. It was a heavy clearance there towards Price. Go for Guinea. It's almost a poor one, but in the end, Bangura gets his towing onto the ball. Now Guinea play it down the left. Silla now down that side into attacking third. Here's Camara, turns on the byline. Abdoulaye Camara, can he get a crossing? Camara, wrong foot Spencer. Camera gets the ball towards the back post, headed down and saved, breaks to Traoré. Traoré's shot blocked at the line. Incredible, McConville with the block. And Acheson clears away. So 2 chances there for Guinea. Headed at the back stick from Fofana, saved by Southwood. Brilliant ball in from Camera. Had a brilliant save, the left foot of Southwood. Then it was McConville who blocked Traoré's effort off the line with his midriff. And Northern Ireland survives, still at their 1-goal lead intact. Guinea in the centre circle with Suma. Suma goes backwards to Silla. So Silla is inside the D. Silla now squares it. It's the feet of Suma. So Guinea go backwards here with Camera. And now here's Bangura. Bangora's his goalkeeper. Silla. Now Silla plays it with Phil. Now Kuruma dispossessed, but it's a foul. It is a foul in the referee's eyes from Shea Charles. And it was Kuruma just turned to the shovel. And Charles, well, for me, Charles got the ball. I'm not sure he got enough of the man. That's been given as a foul. And I think Guinea can certainly breathe a sigh of relief there. What a block it was on the line for Rory McConville a couple of minutes ago. Also Southwood with the save from Fofana's header. So Guinea now go long towards the forward line, headed away from Brown, only as far as Fofana. Sheriff. It is Kuruma. So Kuruma. He's at forwards. Lancenet Kuruma again on the left-hand side, midway in the Northern Ireland half. And now Camera drills it towards the right, intercepted from Devaney. Price tries to skip forwards, but it's been brilliantly won back there by Kuruma. And now Fofana tries to go over the cross. It's a brilliant sliding tackle there from McDonald. And it will be a corner kick for Guinea. McDonald saying that came off Ibrahim Fofana last, but it is going to be a corner kick for Guinea on the right. It's just over an hour gone here in Cadiz. Northern Ireland still leading by goals nil, but Guinea now piling on the pressure. So I do like Camera. Corner drill from the right side, cleared away at the near post by Spencer. And Guinea chase onto the ball in their half. And it's played back from the right back Fofana to Silla. So it is the goalkeeper, Somalia Silla. And played over halfway from Guinea. So it's on the left-hand side here. Torre cuts in. So there's a short pass down line for Sekou Silla. Silla has to play it back. Kanate, Silla, first time. Here's Torre, midway in the Northern Ireland half. So it looks like Torre and Camera have switched wings here. Drill from the centre circle, and Suma can't find Camera in the end. So yeah, indeed, Camera now playing on the right-hand side for Guinea. It was a good idea from Suma to stretch the play. So Guinea are making another substitution. Trying to see who's coming on here for Guinea. It looks like it will be a Morlai Silla. So Ibrahim Bangura is off, and Morlai Silla on for Guinea. So more substitutions being made here. It's a flurry of subs gone on. So we've got Callum Marshall coming on here for Northern Ireland, along with Ali McCann. Also coming on for Guinea looks to be Yakuba Barry. So that's more substitutions still being made here. Just trying to see who else is coming on the pitch. It looks like McDonald's making way for Northern Ireland. Other players coming on. So we seem to have Trey Hume, who actually qualified for the Europa League with Sunderland, probably the story of the Premier League season. So Rory McConville is off for Trey Hume. I think that's another substitution as well. So it's Kadak O'Neill on for Northern Ireland as well. So subs now made. And it's a throw here for Northern Ireland to take. Will be released from Kieran Brown. Brown's throw. O'Neill trying to win the flick on. It's off the back of Fafana's head. So a throw take from Morlai Silla. That's his first touch coming off for Guinea to take that throw. So here is Sekou Silla. So we've got 3 Sillas on the pitch now for Guinea. It's a play from Kuruma midfield. It's a heavy pass there for Kuruma. And in the end, Morlai Silla can't get onto it. So the throw for Northern Ireland stake. So yeah, Tieno Barry was the other player coming. Not that Tieno Barry, by the way, plays in the Premier League for Everton. Different one. So he's playing on the right hand side for Guinea. So throw for Justin Devenny to take. So Devenny sessions options. Devenny's throw cleared away from Fafana onto the chest of Traore. This time pass there from Morlai Silla. So Morlai Silla goes backwards here. And now Morlai Silla over halfway, couldn't quite pick out Traore. And Northern Ireland have it with Atchison. And now Hugh. Gone square Spencer. By the way, Guinea made a defensive change. So Amadou Cisse into that back line for Guinea. As Southwood plays it long for Northern Ireland. Bouncing on the right side, a push there. In the end from, let's be Callum Marshall, I think. So it's a free kick now for Guinea. And it is Guinea just behind halfway on the right with Tieno Barry. Now Cisse. It's the feet of Somalia Silla. So Northern Ireland trying to press here, but now just backing off a bit. Guinea at right back with Fafana. Fafana. And pressure being put on him by O'Neill. So it's now Guinea make the switch from the left-hand side with Kanate towards halfway, headed down there from O'Neill. That looks to be a push in midfield on Northern Ireland man. It was indeed. McCann was nudged. So free kick for Northern Ireland. So yeah, just under 25 minutes left there. This friendly in Cadiz, where Northern Ireland lead Guinea by goal to nil. Free kick taken from Kedak O'Neill. And now is Brown. Brown being pressed. Brown wrong foots Barry. And now Northern Ireland on the left-hand side. Devenny down the line. Maybe a chance for Kedak O'Neill to get a ball in. Good standing challenge there. Made by Barry. In fact, I think it came off O'Neill last, so it's a Guinea throw in the end. It's indeed a throw for Fafana to take. So Ibrahim Fafana takes the throw. Comes off the midriff for Traore. Great save for Brown. Now back for Hugh. Hume taps it. McCann flicks it forwards for Northern Ireland. Now here's Devenny. It was a lovely flick there from McCann. Bourne's the box from Devenny towards the back post. Bit too heavy for Marshall. Marshall will get to it on the far side. Marshall cuts back for Spencer. Marshall again. And now here's Spencer once more. Square from McCann. Can Northern Ireland get a ball in? Here's Whitton from Marshall. Flick towards the back post. And no one could get to it. Ball in the box. And Spencer got the flick on in the area. So whipped in from Marshall. Yeah, first contact from Spencer. Reid was stretching at the back stick, but couldn't get that final contact to try and test the goalkeeper with his head. So Guinea coming towards halfway. Pass roll from Fafana, cleared into the centre circle. Now heavy ball through the middle there towards Reid. It's attempted from O'Neill. So Guinea have it with Sekou Silla. And now Sheriff. Goes back to Kuruma. Cisse. Amadou Cisse. Right footed over halfway. Barry holds on to it. Barry now being pressed backwards from Devenny. Now Barry turns away from Devenny. That's a good challenge there. It was Kedak O'Neill. Got across. Right footed tackle. Will be Guinea throw. Level with their dugout. Throw taken from Fafana. Held up here from Siddiqui Sheriff against O'Neill. O'Neill's on halfway. Cisse. Played back into the Northern Ireland half. Fafana in field. First time touch from Morlai Silla. It is Sheriff. And now good possession here from Guinea. Short ball on the right for Barry. Tidy feet from Barry. And Barry goes back into defence midfield. Crewman out. That was goalkeeper. Canate. Canate finds Camera. Now Camera long ball to the box. That's a good header there away from Brown. In fact, actually the flag went up against Traore. An invited ball into the box though. Towards Traore from Camera. It is a free kick for Northern Ireland, and again, Brown didn't know he was offside, of course. It was a great stretching header away from Kieran Brown. So it's a free kick for Northern Ireland to take, and I think both sides just coming across it for a drinks break. And Guinea have given a good account themselves, just haven't been able to take the chances that come their way. Donnelly had an opportunity for Northern Ireland early on this half, which was straight at the keeper. Price set up, and that should have been the goal. That should have been the finish to put Northern Ireland 2-0 up, but it was a real poor finish in the end from Jamie Donnelly. So Guinea, I feel like they can just really go for it. This last 20 minutes to avoid defeat in this friendly. Tom Atchison's finish as the two sides separated it in Cadiz. So just had that drinks break with 20 minutes left of the match, and obviously I don't think too much drinks need to be consumed by the players who have recently come on for Guinea, the likes of Barry, Cisse, Morlai, Silla. It's been a great trip though for Northern Ireland fans. In sunshine, they've seen their team win at the moment, but sorry all Northern Ireland fans, and follow them absolutely everywhere. So drinks break now is over, and we can continue for the last 20 minutes of this friendly with Northern Ireland lead Guinea by a 0-0 in Cadiz. So all ready now to get things moving again. Where we last were, it's a Northern Ireland free kick offside against Traore. So Southwood will be going long here for Northern Ireland. Southwood, right footed, drill for the middle, flick down in the centre there from O'Neill. O'Neill flicks onto his chest. O'Neill now to the right hand side. Can Spencer get a ball? And Spencer, heavy touch. Spencer still has it. Spencer now cuts it back in the box, and Marshall dispossessed from Canate. Canate, he goes direct, searching for the run of Traore. Traore now gets away from his man in Atchison, and it looks like it's a free kick being given. Yes, and it's not just a free kick. The referee has a red card in his hand. Well, Atchison, as it stands, he has a winning goal, but he won't be able to complete the match. He was the last man, and the referee will show red to Tom Atchison. And I don't really think the referee, Seth Gallia, had much choice there. Traore burst away from Atchison, and Atchison caught the ankle there of Abdul Traore, clipped his left ankle. It was an absolute goal-scoring opportunity. Correct decision there by the referee, Seth Gallia. So Northern Ireland have to end this match with 10 men, 18 minutes to go. So as it stands, the match winner, Tom Atchison, is off it. Atchison's got a nasty cut on his knee, mind. Again, he was the one who made the challenge. So it must have been a heavy landing. Well, Atchison just grazed his knee. So it's a free kick for Sneaky Sheriff to take. Just over 25 yards out. Inside right. So can he test Luke Southwood from here? Sheriff all prepared, standing square on the ball. Sheriff to take this on left-footed. Sheriff all set. Sneaky Sheriff, it's over the wall on target, but very comfortable there for Southwood to claim. And he'll just take his time with this Southwood. Now Southwood goes long, right-footed. It was a very comfortable free kick for him to save. It goes long and headed out of play for a Northern Ireland throw. Or Devaney to take there. Northern Ireland have to manage the game more cleverly now. They have a couple more subs to bring on, actually. Patrick Kelly and Ethan Galbraith to come on shortly. Northern Ireland take the throw, and on halfway here with O'Neill. O'Neill hangs on to it, and now here's McCann. First time for Devaney. O'Neill flicks towards left, but Devaney can't get to it. And now Cisse back to his keeper. Somalia Silla. Plants out to Sekou Silla. Sekou Silla now back to beat Kanate. 16 minutes left here, the friendly. Northern Ireland down to 10 men. Tom Atchison with the goal, with the red card as well. Barry, midway in the Northern Ireland half, cuts in Tierna Barry. He plays a short forward pass here to Morlai Silla. Guinea go backwards now in the centre circle with Kanate. To Camera. Abdullahi Camera looks to get on the outside of Spencer. Camera, can he get a cross in? Camera holds it up well. Camera short to Silla. Sekou Silla almost standing on his toes. We've seen that pass from Camera. Now to Morlai Silla midfield. Silla tackled there from McCann. McCann then fouled himself. And the referee shows a yellow card for that foul on McCann. It was a definite foul on McCann. It was a late charge that came in from Lansinet Kuruma. So he'll need to be careful now on that yellow card. Quarter of an hour left there in Cadiz. It is Northern Ireland and 10 men leading by a goal to nil. Northern Ireland will take a bit of time with this free kick, understandably. So free kick for Trey Hume to take it. Hume just walks away from it. Southwood wants his teammates pushed a bit high, so he'll be the one to take the free kick for Northern Ireland. So Southwood now prepared to drill it long. Southwood searching for Reed. Simple catch there for Somalia Silla. So Silla just surveying his options, rolls it along his area to Kanate. Kanate left-footed. Pass control from Sekou Silla. So Guinea on the left-hand side. 10 yards in the Northern Ireland half. Camera. Now poor pass to Camera there from Silla. Now foul on McCann. The referee waves play on. Marshall into the feet of Kaidak O'Neill. And O'Neill goes a shot on target, parried away. Chance to make it 2-0. Brilliant save for Somalia Silla on the follow-up from Jamie Reid. And that's a save that keeps Guinea in this friendly. Now Guinea roll it forwards, heavy pass though to Morlai Silla. Northern Ireland clear, it's now back with Guinea. Kuruma, crossfield ball. Nice touch there from Barry. Morlai Silla makes the run, right side of the box. Silla cross, that's blocked, and out for a corner kick from Brown. That was a huge chance for Jamie Reid to wrap the game up. It was Kaidak O'Neill with the first shot, parried away for Somalia Silla. And Reid hastily burying that. But you've got to credit, though, the reaction as well of the goalkeeper. Stretches right foot out. So corner for Guinea to take on the right-hand side. 77 minutes on the clock. So it is Usman Diabate to come on for Ibrahima Fofana right back. So another sub now complete from Guinea. So corner comes in from the right-hand side for Guinea, headed away from Hugh. It is Camera, 25 yards from goal. On the left. And now Morlai Silla cuts in, goes to ground, nothing given. And now Northern Ireland can attack it. Hume over halfway, can't bend it into the path of Marshall. Marshall pressurising, but Amadou Cisse spins away from him. And now is Lansinet Kuruma. Now Morlai Silla driving forwards here. Barry has it, midway in the opponent's half. Barry just going further back though. Now it's a forward pass here from Northern Ireland, and in the end it's poked out of play from Kieran Brown. So chance for corner to be delivered from the right hand side. And Brown got across well. So Guinea high on the pressure with that man advantage. It's Northern Ireland have the goal advantage. Barry with a corner kick towards the back post, flicked away. That was well done there from Jamie Reid. Kicking himself, he didn't take that opportunity a few minutes ago to put Northern Ireland out of sight in this friendly. So a throw to be taken from Sekou Silla on the left-hand side. Silla's throw was flicked back from Reid, but headed out the box from Brown. Bounces 30 yards from goal, where it's just sent backwards from Koruma. Now here is Smiley Silla. Strokes it short. So Guinea in the centre circle. Then come forward here with Silla. More like Silla's pass deflects out for a throw, which Koruma takes. Now here is Cisse for Konate. Konate plays it across Cisse. 3 yards in front halfway with Koruma. Koruma looks forward. Control from Traore. Traore spins, plays a full pass, will tame one. Can't be clear from Northern Ireland through Brown. Guinea have it 3 yards in front halfway on the right. Koruma inside. Driven out towards the left-hand side. Really poor pass there, I must say, by Diabate. Came on a few moments ago for Guinea. And drove that one out way too far. So here's a throw now for the throw from Northern Ireland's tape. But first, a couple of subs then to make. Justin Devenny off Ethan Galbraith. And also coming on is Patrick Kelly as well for Northern Ireland. So subs are now made. And it's double substitution for Northern Ireland with 10 minutes to go here. So throw now taken short to Kelly from Hume. Hume, now it's a flick from McCann. McCann has it again. Tackle made there from Cisse. And that will be another throw for Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland, can they see out this advantage with one less man? So throw for Northern Ireland, just going halfway. Here's McCann, now back into the feet of Spencer. So Northern Ireland, left-hand side. In the end, O'Neill dispossessed from his opposite number in Koruma. So Morlai still a heavy pass. Barry's on the chase. Spencer's now playing on the left-hand side of defence. Now Southwood clears it long for Northern Ireland. It's helped on with the knee of Reid over the halfway line, but picked up from Konate. Cisse. Half turn. Morlai Silla. So Lansonet. Koruma. So Koruma now move back to Cisse. So Koruma playing it right back at the moment. Here is Camera. Puts it through the legs of Hume. That's a great sliding challenge though from Marshall doing his defensive duties. Marshall now finds O'Neill. O'Neill's over halfway. Gets sliding challenge there from Diabate. Now Diabate, a nice pivot as well. Diabate down the right, down the left-hand side for Traore. That took the deflection, that pass, so he's let it run out for a corner kick. As Traore. So corner kick on the left-hand side. And it will be a chance for Guinea to cause some issues here. 8th corner of the match. So I feel like Camera to take. Camera with the in-swinger. Flicked away by McCann. Guinea have it on the right. Barry now ready to cross. Barry cross towards the back post. Looking for Camera, but in the end Camera got caught underneath that. It was a poor delivery from Tiana Barry. Real waste, and ball gets Northern Ireland with 7 minutes remaining here in Cadiz, and that delivery needed to be a lot better there. Josh McGuinness to come on. Just and a bit of extra strength in that forward line for Northern Ireland. So Southwood takes the goal kick, right-footed. Southwood looking for Reid. Reid traps it well. Reid turns. Short forward pass to Marshall. That's back here with Hume. Clear first time from Southwood. Spinning forwards on the right-hand side. Marshall heads it down, but did go out of play. So it's the throw for Guinea. The Sekou Silla to take, but first Josh McGuinness will be allowed to come on. Looks like, I think it's Jamie Reid making way, so yeah, the sub has been subbed there. So Jamie Reid obviously had that big opportunity, I think, just to make sure everyone gets a turn. So Reid's had his run up, should have buried that chance though. That would have been Northern Ireland out of sight, even with a man down. So it's Kuruma over halfway for Guinea, cleared from Brown. Kuruma again. Half turn from Silla. Now Silla inside right, forwards, Traoré tackled. Now Guinea was at foul there, and Barry on the byline, nothing given. Now Northern Ireland have it here with Spencer under pressure. First time from McCann. And now Treyum clears it right-footed. Controlled the midriff of Cisse. Guinea on halfway. 5.5 minutes of normal time left. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Diagonal ball from Kuruma. Here's Guinea now. Pass the camera into the box. Now Diabate can he control. Diabate getting away with a teammate here. And in the end it's a free kick to Northern Ireland. With looks to be Sekou Silla. And I think that was Sheriff. They were getting each other's way. That just gave the opportunity for Northern Ireland to win the free kick. Yeah, it was Silla. And certainly was Sheriff getting each other's way. So poor there. And Trey Hume, it clipped Tiana Barry on the byline a moment ago. Looking at it, I can see why Hume was wagging his finger. Not too much contact. Free kick from Northern Ireland. Southwood towards McGuinness, flicks on. Heavy touch down the chest of Marshall. He's back with Somalia Silla. Long throw. Control from Barry. Barry tackle from McCann. Guinea play it backwards through Morlai Silla. Kuruma. And now Kanate. Left-footed, played about 8 yards over halfway. Camera cuts in. Camera now, left-footed. Guinea, 40 yards and goal. Kuruma forwards now to Barry, level with the penalty area. Barry cuts in, Barry now plays it forwards. Morlai Silla cross, block, loop up in the air. McGuinness heads away, only as far as Barry. Barry turns away from Spencer. Barry gets the cross in, and it just couldn't find a Guinea man at the back post. Now Trey Hume in a back and forth here with Traoré. He felt Traoré died. The referee didn't award a penalty. Abdul Traoré was appealing for a penalty, but Trey Hume furious. He felt there was a clear dive there from Traoré. And I have to say, there looked nothing in that at all. Absolutely nothing. So correct decision there. Hume just certainly letting Traoré knows what he thinks of it. But yeah, to me, there was absolutely nothing in that whatsoever. It'll be a goal kick for Northern Ireland. And Traoré still talk with Hume, and the pair still in disagreement. The referee having to step in. Well, I think Hume saying he had a piece of my shirt as well. The Guinea almost rolled the dice here. They're bringing on a Gassam Silla. So I make it 4 Sillas on the pitch now for Guinea. Just under 3 minutes of stoppage time, normal time left before we reach stoppage time. So Southwood's goal kick. Looking towards McGuinness. Bounce over his head and nodded back to Kanate. From Kanate to the goalkeeper Somalia Silla. Here's Camera. Camera tackled. There will be a throw for Guinea. Just beyond halfway. Tackle came from Marshall. So throw to be taken here by Gassam Silla. So Guinea now. Play it down the inside right. Tackle there on Camera. So Silla's Gas Musilla's playing left wing, camera on the right. It is Northern Ireland with McCann. It's backwards here to Brown. Southwood being closed down from Traore. And Southwood has to pass it out. A play quickly. Good pressure there from Abdul Traore. One of him and Hume will get another battle with each other again. It was a definite dive though from Traore, so understand Hume at that. So Guinea now exit the centre circle with Morlai still on the ball. Tierno Barry. Can he get a cross in? Attacking third on the right, inside to Morlai Selig. A challenge there from Kelly. And now heavy touch on Cisse, but gets away from McGuinness. Up the yards ahead of the centre circle. Canate down the inside left layoff from Traore. Cut out though from Kelly. Patrick Kelly trying to come away with it. He gets the throw for Northern Ireland. Did well there, Kelly. Just hit it off Usman Diabate. So Northern Ireland, 1 minute and normal time left. Down to 10 men. Throw taken now for Northern Ireland. Intercept there from Diabate. Now Diabate puts it through the legs of O'Neill. And now Guinea roll it into the box to Barry. Barry onto his left foot. Barry's shot deflects, loops up into the air and caught there from Southwood. It was really good work. Usman Diabate driving from midfield, squared it to Tierno Barry, who was right at the penalty area, but his shot blocked and looped into the arms of Southwood. 30 seconds and normal time to go. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Head away from Cisse. From Southwood's forward ball. Squared it from Marshall. Goes to nobody now. Chase onto it's McGuinness on the left, but Barry has it. Barry hits off McGuinness. And that falls in the path. Morlai Silla. So we have 5 minutes of stoppage time to go. Can Guinea find level? Now in the box with Traore. Traore goes to shot from a tight angle. Pushed away for a corner kick from Southwood. Got down to his near post. And why not from Traore? Didn't have, again, a real good option to cross it into, so went to try and beat the keeper down at his near post. And forced a save from Southwood. I think we're going to hit the side netting, but he's to take no chances. Guinea will pass the corner towards the D. It's dummied. Shot towards goal. It's tipped onto the other side of the bar and spilled from Southwood. It was a foul, though, on Southwood. So it'll be a free kick. Clever set-piece routine from Guinea. It's a corner take from Barry. It was a dummy. It was a curling shot and tipped onto the underside of the bar. Lancenet Karuma took the effort on from the D. What a save. Luke Southwood to tip that onto the underside of the bar. And then Traore just barged into the back of Southwood on the follow-up. So a free kick for Northern Ireland. Dramatic start to the first minute of stoppage time. Headed back with some McGuinness from the free kick with Southwood. And then Northern Ireland claiming a throw. McCann saying that came for Guinea man last, but it will be a throw for Guinea. So Kruma takes the throw backwards to Cisse. Canate, diagonal ball. And now it is Guinea on the left-hand side, but in the end, they lose the ball through Gas Musilla. Now Northern Ireland striving forwards here with Patrick Kelly. Kelly, good sliding challenge there for Canate. He's had a really good game for Guinea. Canate picks up Morlai Silla. Now Tierno Barry. Guinea over halfway. So Barry now, and he's attacking third. Tierno Barry stops himself on the edge of the box. Morlai Silla. Silla dinks it into the area, headed away from Hume. Header looping up into the air, now comes up the back of Hume again. Now Northern Ireland cleared. Guinea appealing for handball. And Northern Ireland cleared it. Guinea felt it came off a hands, but nothing given. Then it was the clearance that came off Hume. It was Ethan Galbraith with the clearance, but for me, Hume's arm was tucked in. Daisy cutter pass there for Kruma. To Canate. Now here's Gassimu Silla on the left-hand side. Silla tries to cut a challenge there from Marshall, but Silla slides it. Gassimu Silla. 35 yards and goal. Swings the crossing, flick now into the box. Guinea appealing for handball, nothing given. Northern Ireland clear away. Guinea in the centre midfield. 30 yards and goal. Out to the right-hand side to Barry from Diabate. Barry towards the byline. Good sliding challenge there by Spencer. So we're over halfway into the 5 minutes of stoppage time. Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0. Yeah, Northern Ireland in a tight space, left-hand side in the half, and short pass will Spencer. I think it's a deflection, so it will be a throw for Northern Ireland. It's the pass from Cédric O'Neill. The 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Can Northern Ireland hold out? They have a throw midway inside the half on the left. Spencer takes. Flicked on by O'Neill. Header now only as far as O'Neill. It's headed away from Diabate, and O'Neill wins a free kick. That will do nicely for Northern Ireland. We have a minute and a half left. A definite push there into the back of O'Neill. That was a two-handed push from Kuruma. So Northern Ireland free kick, just in front of halfway. Be Trey Hume to take. So Hume will just hit this diagonal towards path of McGuinness, takes on his chest. Good strength there from McGuinness. Holds it up, Kelly. Now Kelly just lost his foot. Now Guinea charging through the centre circle. There's a foul there. The referee waves play on. It was, I think, Galbraith with the foul. Now ball towards the left-hand side on the byline, where Traoré is found. And Traoré goes backwards and pass straight out of touch. And Traoré's had a tough game up front. And Northern Ireland will take their time with this throw. Ethan Galbraith to take. 30 seconds of stoppage time left here in Cadiz. Throw from Northern Ireland for Kelly. Bounces back to the feet of Cisse. And there goes the final whistle. Referee's actually blown it 20 seconds early. Well, there goes the final whistle. Northern Ireland defeat Guinea by 1-0 in this friendly. Winning goal scored by Tom Atchison, meeting Price's cross in the early stages of the first half. But Atchison was sent off with just over 10 minutes to go, bring down Traoré. Again, Guinea had their opportunities, couldn't take them though. Northern Ireland could have had a couple more as well. Donnelly having a tame shot, and Reid missing a sitter in the second half. But nice friendly victory for Northern Ireland. There's a real tough one against one of the favourites of World Cup, France, in 4 days' time. As for Guinea, again, they'll now be thinking how they can qualify for AFCON 2027. So thanks for listening. It's finished Northern Ireland 1, Guinea 0 there in Cadiz, and we'll see you next time.